All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on a true master of disguise in English grammar, the gerund. We're going to grab a front row seat and demystify this fascinating little performer.
I just love this idea of a linguistic carnival. It's the perfect way to frame what we're about to see. And in this carnival, our star performer today, well, it's a true shapeshifter.
So let's meet the gerund. Think of it as our undercover performer, a grammatical actor that's hiding in plain sight, doing all this incredible work in our sentences every single day.
But what exactly is this thing? It's kind of a puzzle, isn't it? It's part verb, so it's packed with action, but it's also part noun, playing a completely different role. So how does it do that? Let's unmask it.
Okay, it is time for the big reveal. Let's uncover the gerund's secret identity. This is the absolute core of it, and I promise, once you see this, you are going to start spotting gerunds everywhere. So, here's the secret sauce. A gerund is simply a verb with an ing at the end that decides to act like a noun. That's it. Think about words like running, singing, or thinking. They look like verbs, they feel like verbs, but they're about to play a whole new part.
This really breaks down that dual personality. In a simple sentence like running is exercise, the word running has two sides. It carries the meaning of an action, that's its verb DNA, but its job in the sentence is to be the subject, the main thing we're talking about. And that, my friends, is a noun's job.
Now, let's see this performer in action. A gerund can actually take center stage in a sentence in a few really key roles.
And here's where you see its versatility. First, it can be the subject, the absolute star of the sentence. Reading is a wonderful escape. It can also be the object, the one receiving the action. She enjoys dancing. And finally, it can be the complement, which basically renames or describes the subject. His passion is painting. Subject, object, complement. The gerund does it all.
Okay, so now that we've got the basics down, let's check out some of the gerund's more advanced acrobatics. These are the moves that make it such a powerful tool in English.
You'll see gerunds pop up all the time right after phrasal verbs. For instance, you don't say, I give up to smoke, do you? Of course not. You say, I give up smoking. Or take this example. He ended up quitting his job. That phrasal verb, ended up, just sets the stage perfectly for the gerund, quitting.
And get this, the gerund has its own little time machine. Seriously, the perfect gerund, like in having finished his work, tells us one action was completed before another one started. And then there's the passive gerund, like in being loved, which shows the subject is receiving the action, not doing it. These forms add some serious depth to your sentences.
Of course, every great performer has a rival, an arch nemesis. And for the gerund, its arch nemesis is the infinitive. This is where a lot of people get tripped up.
So, how do you choose? Well, a great rule of thumb is that gerunds often follow prepositions. Words like in, at, of. And some verbs, like enjoy, avoid, and finish, just naturally prefer a gerund. You would never say, I enjoy to swim. It just sounds off, right? You say, I enjoy swimming.
All right, quick quiz for you. She is good at blank puzzles. Should it be to solve or solving? The key here is the little word at. It's a preposition. And what follows prepositions? That's right, a gerund. So the correct answer is, she is good at solving puzzles. You got it?
So, why does any of this matter? Because the gerund isn't just some dusty grammar rule. It's your linguistic companion, and you are using it constantly, probably without even realizing it.
Just think about it. How do you talk about your hobbies? I love baking. Your skills? She's excellent at singing. Your preferences? I prefer reading. It's just the natural language we use to talk about our lives and what we enjoy doing.
And it's not just for casual conversation. In more formal academic writing, gerunds are essential. They help you build these complex, elegant, and streamlined sentences. They can pack a whole lot of information into a tiny space, which makes your writing way more powerful.
And that really brings us to this wonderful summary. The gerund truly is your faithful companion. It's this versatile, reliable tool that's always ready to add a little bit of linguistic flair to whatever you're trying to say.
So, we've seen it. The gerund is a grammatical thespian, a master actor, gracefully switching between the role of a verb and a noun. The only question left is, now that you can spot it, how will you let it shine in your own sentences?